Welcome to the video, folks. 2 videos in a week when I've been absent for months. So something I wanted to talk about today was price work and price work rates and some of the things that I hear when people ring me up looking for work. So quite often, maybe once a day, maybe once every other day, I'll get a call from a gang looking for some work. Typical sort of telephone negotiations. What are you currently getting? What are you looking for? What size gang are you? How long you've been doing it? Who do you work for? All of that sort of interaction goes on. So typically, I get the outlandish rate. I'm getting £1 a brick and I'm getting £3 a block. So then I always answer the same. I say, why on earth are you ringing me if you're getting them rates? Because I'd be earning about 150 grand a year and having Fridays off if I was getting them sort of rates. So I then typically say, well, this is what we're paying. Some people get a little bit more, some people get a little bit less, depending on how long you've been with us, the value you contribute to our business, etc., etc. So then I'll tell them our sort of average going rate, and I say it does depend on job to job. Some jobs have got a bit more detail, some have got less, etc. And they go, oh, I'll tell you what, I'll do, yeah, no problem, we can make that work. They rock up on a site, give them the prices, say, right, there's the price, this is what we agreed, and next thing you know, oh, are you coming out today, Tone? I say, yeah, I'll be out. Yeah, I'll come out. I'll come and see you, lads. Come and see him. Bit tight, this plot. Anything you can do with it? I'm thinking, well, you've been there. You've got an induction. You've got a load out. You probably didn't start laying anything till 10 o'clock. You're not the most organised. You ain't got no profiles. Doesn't look like you've done price work before. And I say, well, what? How much more do you want me to do? What are we talking here? So they go, well, we probably, the size of our gang, we've probably got to do this in 2.5 days. I go, well, right, okay, that's doable, 3 and 1 or whatever you are. It's not a huge plot. What's the issue? Nah, it's going to take 4 or 5 days. So I don't even entertain it really. I say, right, because if it's 4 or 5 days, if you had that price direct from our customer, you wouldn't make no money. You would be running at a loss. I don't know how much they think we make, but we're not the most expensive. We're not the cheapest. We're sort of mid-ground. There's 2 or 3 subbies around our area, and it's usually one of, say, 3 that get appointed the sites locally. And we're all sort of evenly sort of priced wise. So it's not like we're hanging out the bottom on a job. And it's not like all the other subbies, charging huge amounts more, because it doesn't really work like that. So what they have to realise, what some of these lads have to realise is, it's not the rate that is the problem. It's the amount of output that is the problem. And typically you see this with new price work gangs, and they sort of cobble together, say a couple of lads, and I say, oh, how long you work together? Oh yeah, I've been doing it for years. Yeah, been on price work. Yeah, been on price work. And then what you get is you get 3 individuals, and then you don't get a leader, and then you don't get someone setting the tone or setting the pace, and you don't get someone who's going to show you how to get round a plot, get the profile set up and liaise with the site manager, think ahead, get lintels. You have to be organised. So it's not always the rate that is the problem. It's not always the prices that are the problem. Don't get me wrong, sometimes we have to have discussion, sometimes mistakes happen on takeoffs, some plots inevitably are difficult to build, but we can always have that conversation with people. But as long as they're applying themselves and getting to work on time and doing, maybe getting to 4 o'clock, 7:30 till 4 o'clock is what I always used to do. So it's not always the rate that is the problem, and I just feel that if you're new to price work, the best thing I can advise you to do is get a little crew together and stick at it, because it is the way forward. It is the better way to go through this industry. But if you think it's going to rock up and the rate is all important, you're wrong, because the job and the development, how it's run is sometimes far more important than some of the rates you may be offered. So that's just my 2 pennies worth, because I know all the subbies always get a right old bashing, but we're not that bad, really. I mean, someone did actually say to me, what do we do all day, every day? And it's not making videos. before you ask. So that's my take on price work. That's my thoughts. Comment below if you think I'm wrong, but I don't reckon I am. Until next time, please like, comment and subscribe. Peace and love.